All right, welcome everybody to something different here. We're trying this thing that's been floating around in my head forever about basically taking games I've played and trying to see if I can beat them deathless. Nothing incredibly new, but try to be entertaining about it, try to have a fun time. That's mostly what we're about. SlamJamMcCam, by the way, and we're getting started on this. Never done this before. Like back in the day, tried a few and they just kind of never settled. Like one of them was so much so it was just Yoshi's Story, but I left a controller on the table and it rumbled and it kind of ruined the recording. So, but yeah, it's been floating around for. We're gonna be doing this with Half-Life Opposing Force. For those who don't know, I love this series. It's important to me to like pick a game that I love, and I think the original Half-Life is probably done a lot, and the remake, yeah, that was definitely a consideration. I'm like, what? Why wouldn't I do the remake? But yeah, I honestly kind of like this one better, and I honestly just don't want to ride the tram for 20 minutes. So let's get going here. We're gonna try this on medium. By the way, these games all had an update after what would be their 20-year anniversary, so that was kind of cool. We'll probably let some of the speech and stuff have its time of day here. But yeah, basically loose rules. Gotta try not to die. We die once. It's done. Give it a go.
Copy that, HQ. Now, where the hell are we anyway? Well, the pilot thought we were heading to your mother's house. So far, this all looks familiar. It is real cute, Jack. Anytime, anywhere. Hey, man, you smell that? Smell what? Smells like another babysitting job to me, man. No shit, man. Babysitting job my ass. This has training mission written all over it. Why else would they have kept our orders from us for so long, huh? Yeah, and what the hell is that all about? Throwing our asses in this hunk of junk and not even telling us what we're going in for, man. Do you have a problem, Private? I will give you your orders when we have reached the LZ. You got that, soldier? Sir, yes, sir. I don't really give a damn what we're going in for. As long as I get to kill me something. I heard that. Watch your vector, Goose 3.
Not the worst for like 2000s voice acting. I think 2000-ish. Basically, yeah, this expansion pack to Half-Life. You can actually see homages like that. That is a spot you go in Half-Life.
Yeah, I'm gonna be pissed too when I gotta search out and rescue your sorry ass. Anyone out there got a good view of the LZ yet?
Negative, Goose 7. I can see some activity up there, but I can't tell what it is.
Hey, second, I think Jackson has got the hot for it. Okay, listen up, Howard. We have an extremely hostile situation. Holy shit! Goose 3's down! Goose 3's down! What's going on out there?
Watch it, Goose 7. You got something going on, buddy.
Oh, buddy. Ah. I'll roll with it. I'll roll with it. Run with the alien. Run to the alien. Why not? Things are going well. For them. For you. Is that my Bane? I was born by the darkness. Molded by it. You merely adapted the darkness. Other way around. Something like that.
2, 3, 4.
Hi, friend. What's going on? Mm-hmm. It looks bad.
You've woken up. Corporal Shepard, is it? I've read the tag on your uniform. I'm glad to see my life-saving efforts weren't in vain. I can't say the same for him. I'm afraid you have been through a serious accident. Most of your friends didn't make it. I was hoping that you soldiers had come to rescue us, but now it seems we are all in the same situation. I think I saw a radio near the crash site where I found you. Perhaps you can go there and radio for help?
Fair enough. Yeah. Didn't really occur to me at this one. You get the kind of first-person cinematic experience through storytelling, which was very groundbreaking for Half-Life original at the time. Obviously, yes, this is an expansion made by Gearbox. They did an awesome job, in my opinion. Often debate if I enjoy this more than Half-Life. I think I quite frankly do. Got some armor, get our things there. And yeah, sorry. Epilepsy warning. Instead of a flashlight in this one, you are playing as a soldier. So as a flashlight, you have the oh, night vision. That's it. Things are normal here. You're fine. You're fine. He's fine. They're just playing. It's all good. Oh shit! You know what? It's hard to have genuine reactions to things I know are gonna happen. Yes, that thing can kill you. No, we're not gonna let it. Goal of this, obviously, is to not have that happen. Oh, just gonna help us out. I don't know how much we're really gonna honor these things again. The folk. Excuse me. Getting over.
That should keep you safe out there. You know, I've heard rumors that you troops may not actually be here to rescue us. Just don't forget about us out there. Alrighty? Okay, I'll let you through now.
And this one's interesting because, like, yeah, you're taking the opposing force. Like, the soldiers in the original Half-Life are trying to kill everybody involved. This guy doesn't really get the memo because of that whole knockout situation. Seemed to have, like, a interesting dream when he was out, too. I forget if there's, like, an actual way to deal with this or not. Thought there, I think I've just ignored it for the most part, but yeah, oh. I was like, I gotta get my quick saves going. Right, we're trying not to die ever. Half-Life ain't great about that, man. What am I doing here? I'm just realizing how quickly some of this stuff can go awry. But yeah, obviously these games are big about solving puzzles too. The only real goal, if I recall here, is to get rid of this mirror, which I think we can actually do from there. And get the heck out of Dodge, because I don't remember what's gonna kill or not. I think I actually might have done that differently in the past. Like, I think I used to, like, actually think I had to hop that, but you can pretty much just, like, bang it from there. Things in the series that, I have to take a little more seriously than normal. Like, it changes the way you play. And, like, there's two things to that, right? So, again, like, I know there's gonna be, like, speed. This is basically exactly what speedrunners do, is they get good enough at these things. Well, obviously get a little faster, too. To the point that they're basically it's not dying anyways. This is just some Joe Schmo, me giving this a shot, because it's something I wanted to do forever, and it's fun. And that's what we're doing. So, like, are we going to be the best at this? Are we going to be hyper-focused? At times, but I really just expect myself to have a fun time revisiting this game and try to make it last as long as we can. G-Man's there. Again, I don't know how much I want to really explore some of the cinematics and stuff. I think we're gonna respect some of it, but man, I don't need the whole video to be checking that stuff out. We need the challenge here for me is to play a game I've played many times. I should state that for the record. Again, like I figured like I'd put like a experience meter. What did I always plan to do? Like I don't know. My experience and history at the game out of 10. 7.5. 7.5. It's a large game. I don't think like there's gonna be stuff I don't have perfect memory of. It's not something I played a ridiculous amount. Or maybe it just doesn't have quite the same memorable moments per se. But some all-time favorites and what have you might have. I really wish he's gonna get me, isn't he? That yeah, I don't know. It's pretty ambient game, so I might be adding some backtracks and stuff. I really, part of this and doing this on YouTube is so I can get the editing aspects down and really have fun with that. I always felt really in tune with doing this whole dealio when I was like back in the day and I could edit things. So yeah, we might be a little bit back to old-timiness and stuff, so to speak. I used to bug a recent professor of mine for saying that all the time. Well, my brother's watching this, he knows exactly what I mean. Cool thing when you get to take a course with your brother, right? And you got about 4 together. It's weird to think you don't really get to do that in school 4 years apart, so Shout outs to him. These are like all-time favorites of his and mine. Something we share. I think he was Steam family sharing somewhat recently, so I think a lot of the save files on this are actually his. Of course, I won't be using a save file unless we get far enough to warrant it. And you're smart, buddy. Let's hope we're a little bit smarter at least. Okay, there's like a right click on this. Obviously, yeah, they did away with the crowbar in favor of a wrench. I might highlight some of these things, but I feel like I'm going to be going a mile a minute doing so. So I think that's where like the entertainer in me is like debating on how to do that. Give us a second. Again, I don't think we're going to be necessarily like hyper efficient, but at the same time, there's two planes of logic to this for me, right? You think about things differently, and that's the idea. Doing something on one death. The idea has barely hit me, hasn't really had enough time to sink in. But you might take things a little slower, which is good, but you might also overthink things, you know? So like right now, I would probably be gunning for this right away, but right now I want to see a pattern. So it kind of brings you back to like almost being brand new at the game. I don't see a pattern that's involving crouching, not solving the issue here. Again, some things I just flat out ignore back in the day. Like, honestly, it's funny. Like, I've been through this a few times, and I can remember just going back through there. Totally an option. Like our buddy there, we can actually do that. Yeah. I'm so sorry. I lost my voice a few weeks ago, and still fighting with laryngitis. I'm doing my best to... Ooh, fuck! Oh, God, God. Okay, we're gonna just have to gun him. Okay, buddy's around the corner. He's popping. Hey. Okay. Oh, right. This I think is a Desert Eagle. I'm not a gun guy, but I believe I actually know that for some reason. It's more powerful than the pistol you get in regular Half-Life. Okay, and okay, so that shuts down the power here. Okay, so trying to remember my puzzles and stuff. These actually signify points of story.
Listen, we've been cut up pretty bad and orders are pull out. Repeat, pull out.
Sorry.
They've got other plans for Black Mesa now. If you can make your way through the transit system, you can probably reach the surface where we are pulling out. Over.
Again, the thing I always found interesting about this, because it is like kind of a trilogy with the expansion packs, is honestly just different perspectives you take throughout the three games. Some of them are pretty good. The one where you play the security guard's a little notorious, but I honestly believe that. I had a whole video about it, actually, so at some point in time. I believe it was all about the fact that that was supposed to be the Dreamcast exclusive, like, campaign, and I don't think the Dreamcast could handle as much, so they made a short campaign. That port on the Dreamcast did actually get abandoned most of the way through its completion. And, basically, they just ended up porting Blue Shift, it's called, as its own standalone expansion that actually came with opposing force, and that's what my brothers and I grew up with. I gotta be careful here, jeez. I don't remember the last time I've actually had one of these freaking tonguey guys actually matter. Wait, I've never noticed that before. Sorry, I know I'm flashing the, freaking night vision on. I can't think of the name is the funny part. There might be merit in going down here. Yes, ladders are a thing in Half-Life. It's funny watching certain things like this now. To me, like people, for example, experiencing this game for like the first time, or maybe like in a lot of those instances I've seen, I forget who did it that was sent to me, but like they were playing the game and like them experiencing the ladder for the first time in this, and it's just like one of those things that doesn't even cross my mind now, that like ladders are notorious. And I know exactly why, because it's kind of like a weird clinging system, and they just kind of react weird to you, but it's in a way, it's so much that makes sense to me at this point. As far as video length and stuff, it's hard to say with these. It's not one shot. The only time I'll actually be saving probably is if I take a break between sessions, which I can say today probably will happen if we make it long enough for that to matter. Hi, buddy. Ooh, okay. These guys are getting quite easy. Again, it's on normal difficulty. These games can get ridiculously brutal on the hard difficulty. And I'm not opposed. No. To that, entirely. But in this playthrough... Oh, it's like, I hope you can't... Oh, God. Alright, that's not great damage. You know what? Wouldn't do it normally, but... Let's go grab one of those med packs. Honestly, I don't even know if it's a problem, because, again, it's on normal, and... Too worried about these things on normal, but... Man, you can't be too careful. At the same time as, like... I know I said I'll be... Oh, how close were they? I'll be kind of, like, playing in a way that's, you know, a little less safe just because I know what I'm doing in some areas, if that makes any sense. And, like, part of the strength in that is just, like, well, I have the chance there to basically, just autopilot mode is safest mode. I don't know how to explain that better, but I there is something to, like, autopilot mode potentially being the safest, basically. Okay. Oh, I hear you. I'm actually think we're gonna pistol you. So I think you're probably gonna be chilling somewhere. Okay. Where are you? Where are you? Just gotta make sure my aim's on point. You know what? I don't actually play a lot of first-person shooters anymore since my left wrist injury. The keyboarding ain't the best. Another reason I probably won't have especially long VODs this. Oh, I didn't even notice you could toggle the laser. Or I forgot. Okay, how does this work again? Again, the thing with this is, like, I want to do other games with this, right? And, rating my knowledge and what have you is important. Oh, because I do intend to maybe do this with blind games even, perhaps. Oh, get out of here. I don't want you to start swatting me. Like, potentially blind games. And it's just going to be like, hey, this is the deal. It's going to be, like, certain different odds making kind of things. Like, yeah, I know what I'm doing. My skill at the game. My skill at the game, did I rate that? Again, I kind of safe state abused, so I'm gonna go 7.5 across the board, man. Like, not the worst first person shooter. Ooh. Can we not? Okay. Sometimes my other wrist acts up and I just click. That actually doesn't happen too often. We do have to go that way. This could be a short-lived first run. What is... I've never noticed this before. I'm noticing new things. I don't see how this is going to help. It's actually hung up on tile or something. Yay, old games. Yeah, it's hung up on that too, you can tell. This is rough. Because this is kind of thing Half-Life does to you, where it's like, okay, now we would save. And, are we gonna make it? Because, alright, let's scan this. Because, this, again, the way we have to look at things. Like, okay, I only have one shot here. Not gonna do the rest of the quote. Not gonna do it! You know what I'm thinking. I think it's the ladder. I'm fairly certain it's the ladder. And then you do the catwalks. Why am I worried about this, you ask? If you know, you know. If you don't, get ready. Oh, worth it, worth it, worth it. Some electrocution there. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. I think I chill here, and I'm really hoping. This is almost like I was actually in this situation. I really hope so. In fact, I hope we're like... I'm really nervous about this. I forget if the green goop's rising too. I'm pretty sure that door would make more sense. Now that... Dude! Oh, come on now. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. We are fine, we're fine. Dude, what? Dude. Oh, yeah? That was... Why? Make me do this stuff again? Get me out of there. Get me out of there. Thank you. Okay, if I'm gonna be on a gun and waste them... Like, honestly, there's a like, left mouse click, single shot on the shotgun, and there's, like, a double shot on the right click. And that's what my finger keeps doing. So, clearly, again, it is what it is. That hasn't been happening in a while. Thankfully. But I've had times where I'm like up late at night like I am now, and I just like finger just starts like clicking itself. That's not good. I dropped my skill at the game to 6.5. It's a count on ammo problem. Again, we're on normal. The tendency with these games tends to be for me that like normal is really quite easy. And hard's doable, but there we go. Hard's very doable, but you know, you need a lot of saves going. Okay, call. There's probably some craps here. And one thing we can actually do with those bad boys. Come on. Do it. There you go. Okay, jump again. Oh, you're on a bad angle. Let's not get silly about this. Come on. Just deal with them the normal way. Playing blue shift, it's like nothing but you versus head crabs half the time. There we go. I was hoping they would, you know, kill themselves. As great as that sounds. Out of context, especially. Okay. Gotta remember this puzzle now. Okay, because we need to get that door. And everything else shouldn't matter. But again, honestly, I think I remember more of the posing force than anything. I solved a lot of these things in unorthodox ways that just involved me getting hurt. Case in point might have still been that last bit, honestly, like where I climbed the charged ladder. There's probably technically time there you don't have to do that, but I remember it being so strict in this scenario. It's not worth it, dude. It's just not worth it. Okay. Oh, wait. Yeah, we do need that. What am I saying? Where did I lose extra health? I swear we were at 67 before. It is what it is. Okay, we can move this guy. I see a head crab camping out. Okay, so basically want that to be that we can just jump across. I'm pretty sure I can just... I was hoping that would get the head crab too. Ugh. Ammo is going to be a problem. What did that do? Can we get out this way? Yeah, okay. Dude, die! Don't you dare get a jump on me if I'm wasting all these bolts on you. Not going good for ammo, I can say that. Okay. Maybe do this. There we go. Let him chill over there. I don't think he can jump this high. He's gonna try. He's gonna try to friggin' reading rainbow this shit. Okay. Well, let's not ignore him too much. I think he just... There we go. I knew it. Bastard did jump high. Okay, so this needs to go a little further. We can do that. Who needs to take traditional pathways? Honestly, something I think is a little lost on today's gaming is like the way we see games. And I think Half-Life taught me a lot through this puzzling, just to like look for things that a lot of games aren't going to use as a metric at this point. And just the way you view environments, man. Like I don't know how to describe it other than that. I think I needed those boxes to not get super myrtleated. Maybe not. Again, change the way you look at things. Well, this was based on a lot of puzzles, so I just subscribed to that. This hallway looks freaking weird, man. It's like massive. Okay, let's go. Tram going through. I think this might be... A lot of these callbacks sometimes like to use the same areas that was in, like, you know, Half-Life or Blue Shift. Well, honestly, Blue Shift came after this, so it's almost... You might see some areas inverse to that, but mostly Blue Shift would be doing stuff that, throwing reference to opposing force, if anything, right? Oh, God! Okay. We're dealing with this now. Make sure there's nothing hiding out here. As far as goodies go, I would like some goodies. I don't know about you. Got some of these guys, which isn't the worst of the threats we could be dealing with. But wait, there's more. Where are you? I know you're here. I know you're lurking. I know you know what I did last summer. Don't you deny it. Don't you deny it. You feel me? Maybe I am remembering the wrong one? Hopefully not. Alright, let's see. But yeah, again, I really consider the original Half-Life, but I do need an honest revisit of that, in a way. And this might be a good way of doing it, but I have Black Mesa sitting there that I really want to, like, play that version, because I did actually start Black Mesa. I never got supremely far. For those who don't know, it was like really well done fan remake that is full retail and supported and everything on Steam. I think they actually were working on doing Blue Shift and Opposing Force as well, but don't quote me. I'm fairly certain. More puzzles solved. This is just puzzles, like, immediately, hey? There should be, like, a little crabby dude. Honestly, that... is that overkill? Didn't that just... Yeah, that should free him. Now he's able to do his job like a good little bug thing. It's interesting to me with robotics, like... what the actual design choices would be. A lot of these games try to, like, predict the future, so to speak, or, you know, act in a way that's, you know, you're creating designs that you plan for in the future. And a lot of stuff wouldn't necessarily be around when things exist. Like, when thinking of robotics in 2000, their concept of, like, just the idea of, like, a spidery frickin' arthropod guy, is that, like, the most efficient, or, like, what would the optimal robotics be? Other than Bender, obviously, running on alcohol. I think this actually should drain this. I'm really digging this revisit, if nothing else, for as short-lived as it might be. Again, I'm not opposed to reattempts in these, but there's also an aspect of switching games before reattempts, because I kind of have ADHD. It's not obvious. And a little more subdued tonight, thankfully, but not thankfully. I don't know. You are who you are. I love who I am. And that all goes good into my careers and everything. Sup, doggos? Oh, right. I can't right-click anymore because I did it accidentally. What's up, guys? Is that going to go upwards? Okay. They always look like they're freaking wart faces. Like, it's getting vile, but you ever, like, get planner's warts, particularly. Unfortunately, I think we all have. That is what they look like. A more appetizing thing might be like blueberries. I think it's going for like the idea of like, I don't know which animals have like the weird like is it dodecahedron eyes where like technically they're seeing a zillion times. It's weird to me. Like I think mosquitoes are like that, or flies anyways. Especially that one in Breaking Bad. Okay. So this is kind of cool. And I did this whole game to escape the tram, forgetting that we ride a tram. I'm actually pretty certain I remember riding the tram, but I don't. That jump was more what I was worried about than the tram. At least they hold the tram off until later, you know?